Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Frankie Talks, and this is your girl, Frankie White. And I'm here with my lovely guest today. We're going to call Atlanta Love because we start with that first. And then she's going to go and further explain herself in just a second. But thank you guys for joining us again for Frankie Talks on the Couch with Frankie. We're going to have a very interesting conversation today. I mean, sometimes it's these type of conversations that are like, okay, that may not be so like beautiful to have, but it's so necessary so that we can make some progression towards something different and better. So this is one of those conversations, right? You agree?
Yeah.
All right, so this is my girl. I love her, you guys. We've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
We had a little distance because life happens, but we came back together, and our distance wasn't because of each other. It was just because distance happens.
Life happens. Life happens. Okay.
But we are back and doing a lot of great things together. She helps me edit this show, guys, by the way. So she's like multi-talented. She's gonna tell y'all about that in a minute. But let's start there.
Yes.
Tell us the people. Let me look. Yeah, y'all know me. I'm my own engineer.
First of all, she's awesome. This is my amazing, what I call my big sister. I've never had one of those that has been with me through this time in my life like this. And I'm just one of those people that really appreciate, people sticking around.
I love you.
No, I love you so much. So yeah, I'm Lena Love. At Lena Love XO is my new page because my old page got hacked. Fuck hackers. Okay.
And I don't normally give that one up, but I don't like anything where people just take away somebody's work.
Exactly.
And creativity and diminishes
energy. Energy that we put online. So yeah. I do a multitude of things, but namely, I'm here today to speak on this very important conversation. Something I'm very passionate about.
A very important conversation. So the topic, let's just start with the topic. Okay, the topic is going to sound like, okay, this is where they going with this. But, so the topic is, it's hard out here for a pimp.
Hard out here for a pimp.
You ain't know? It's hard out here, okay? We are, not calling ourselves out here like running people or anything.
Not pimping.
Like we gotta pimp the game. Like it's a game out here. Like it's a hustle. We are parents to children, and children have lots of needs, and their needs you can only supply in a one single party space, male and female, so that we're not taking away from single parenthood, period. We're speaking from single motherhood.
Yes.
And that's where it's hard out here for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Because we out here in the game trying to get things done.
In the trenches.
Trying to make this stuff make sense.
Yes.
Make the math.
Yes.
The math has to math. It's like, I really do got to figure out how to get this money by tomorrow. Like every single day.
For
that's
our kids, though. It's really the selflessness of single parenthood. Parenthood in general, that's how it should be. But specifically with single parenthood, because we're taking both sides on. Where we have the two-parent household where you have two incomes coming in. Now you only have one of those, which means that one person has to work twice as hard. You get what I'm saying? For these kids, though, selflessly. Yes. And so that should be respected.
Me, I see more of it go out than I see come in.
But it's out of love. Like, that's the most beautiful it's very, very beautiful. Parenthood is beautiful. And it could be, I feel like single parenthood has a stigma around it that needs to be dismantled. It needs to be taken out.
That's what we're having the conversation about. Because everybody needs relationship. Like, everything I'm ever going to talk about with Frankie Talks will probably require some form of understanding as far as how to relate to a relationship you're in. Either with your career, either in your personal life, either with a friend, a family member, an associate, whatever. Relationships kind of are our thing. This is how we are, how we're able. Social dynamic is very important in your development. Yes. So that's a part of what you're doing. So we're talking about that a lot, especially if it pertains to talking about the love, then we're talking about relationships because that's where you apply your love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And in single parenthood, I think on both spectrums, we're looked at with like this disability or this like crutch that enables us to not feel or have the same needs as a normal human, single, non-parental person.
Even though we are still those people. You feel me?
Like,
we are still
I was like, to have those babies, I was a woman first. And so
I'm still
a woman. And I still have these specific needs as a woman, not as a single mother, but as a woman. And my kids don't apply to what I need as a woman. Period.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even applicable.
Exactly.
That's part of my life.
Exactly. But that comes first, though. If you can't
that's priority.
Be here for me as a woman.
That's definitive. Like, the reason why we're defending the whole dynamic of what we're talking about in the first place is because that's a part of our dynamic.
Yes.
I'm a single mother. I'm not a single parent. I have a co-parent situation. So that means that there's another single parent on the other end of that. And
which doesn't mean that we have any type of romantic sexual relationship at all.
Thank you. Like,
at all.
Oh my God.
At all.
Okay, listen. That's another thing.
Oh God.
Let's stop that one right there. If that's what you think that person that you are with is doing when they leave and hang out with or be around their child is mess around with this other individual that they share a child with, then you probably need to be on question on the relationship. This is the person integrity that you are now in question, and you should be in question of, because you should be able to not feel that.
Exactly. You should know.
like that should not be like, that's not my groove. If we are parents, we do that. That's it. That's what we do. And that's because I have respect for myself and the relationship that I'm trying to build with you, which is a friendship at this point if we didn't work out as a relationship, because it's respectful to our children.
Exactly.
You should have that with the parent of your children, because your children are watching you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm about that. And I hold even the people in my life accountable to that. My friends are like that. It's like, I want the father of my children to be the father of my children.
And do that role. Like, you know?
I want you to do that, okay?
Yes. That's what we were here for.
That's what you're doing. Because I'm going to do me as a mother for them. I'm going to nurture and nature and develop and raise and see someone off to become some great individual one day. You know? Exactly. I'm doing my part. And I want someone to do their part. So that's not... Y'all gotta stop thinking that all of us are the same. And now there are people who have that dynamic.
Absolutely. And we hear about them all the time, you know, but you have to know that there's another side to that story.
Use the discernment.
You don't, yes. Discernment, you know, communication. Yeah. You know, first of all, if you have questions, ask them. Yeah. Please.
Yeah. So that's where we're starting. We're starting off with some just change this way you look at us. Open yourself to get to know someone. If that person shows you that that's who they are, trust me, no child or having a child would have changed that.
At all.
Like, that's who they are.
It'll probably make it worse. It'll probably.
So that's what we're going with. Like, the mindset of how you approach the single parent. Yeah. Or single mother, because that's our dynamic. And how we have been like, okay, this don't work for me. This don't work for me. Sorry. Man. So back to what we were talking about, because we did go off on the point. But
that's the point, though.
Okay,
that's what we're going to be talking about today.
She's trying to have this conversation, so we just went right in that conversation, see? But point to make, you do a lot of things that kind of speak your minds. That's your platform. Yes. Yeah, you're an artist.
Yes, I'm an artist. Oh, you want to go back to that?
Yeah, we got to go back to who is this person? So who's this beautiful woman beside me? Let her tell you.
Okay. So, yes, I'm an artist. I'm working on some music right now, but I also model.
Got me a model.
Yes, this is my beautiful stylist right here. Just letting y'all know. Y'all be seeing us a lot. All right, but so yeah, you know, working on branding right now and just developing me as a person to where my brand will be solid also. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, that's a constant job. If you are in any field of this, you're branding yourself every day.
Absolutely. And you have to be solid to where your brand will be solid, because people see that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we do. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, I got some music coming out, but I'll save that announcement for another time when it's here, guys.
When it's on market, you know what I'm saying? You see how people don't like throw their stuff out there and try to like make it all hard for people to just naturally understand that it's coming when it's coming, not to anticipate or be anxious.
Right. Like, you'll know.
It's very kind.
You'll know.
You're generous, okay? So now let's have this conversation, since you said that's what you're here for. Let's talk about this. Okay, so we wrote some points down because, you know, I don't want to make haste of this conversation. I really, you know, don't want this to sound like nobody's out here bashing anyone. It's just when you're on this receiving end of some consistent behavior, you have to say, okay, this is a common thread of pattern that is just making me sit here. It makes me want to stop dating.
Right.
Stop doing everything.
It makes me question myself.
Yeah, and that's a lot. Because you're coming out of a space where you're trying to be open, and people are not open receiving you.
Yeah.
Like, you're open and you're the one with like all this extra responsibility, and you have these things to take care of outside of this outside choice you're making.
Right.
And here you are being faced with the same stigma, the same same mindset. Just like, you're like, come on, give me a chance to be me.
Exactly.
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Let me show you who I am outside of like what you think I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, be open.
Free.
Be as open as we are. You know what I'm saying? We are very open because we've had to be. You know, we are stigmatized.
Sorry,
you know.
I'm gonna pull up this skirt one more time. I ain't trying to
show you.
I ain't trying to have no Britney Spears moment. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little cute. I thought it was cute. Okay.
Bye.
So like, I think now when we're going into this mindset, one point we wanted to make is, I may not have a man in my life, okay? Mm-hmm. And you know that if you're trying to talk to me and I'm being forthcoming, because if I have a man or if I'm having other dates or whatever, I'm honest about that.
I'm gonna let you know.
But if, you know, I don't have a man in my life, don't mean I don't have my mind together. So
exactly.
When you approach me thinking that I'm in desperate need of your
whatever
presence,
whatever.
Assistance. I don't know what y'all be coming with, but y'all are like
whatever you think
like,
I need.
You need me to take care of you. And if you're like, no, I don't know you like that. I don't want to like owe you any, because like I've been through some shit, and I'm tired of owing people stuff that I didn't pay for. So
exactly, and if I know I can provide it for myself, then I'm gonna provide it for myself before I ask for it from anybody.
And I'm gonna get to know if that's something that I can do that with you. Like I have to be. I'm exploring spaces differently now.
That's a vulnerability, very vulnerability, because at least for me, I've put my trust and my money into, you know, a relationship that did not return me anything. That I lost from a lot of time, money, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming back from that, you know.
Yeah, I don't have really time for that. Like, I do have a lot going on. I'm trying to actually include this social dynamic into my life because it's what I'm here to do.
Exactly.
We're here to community. I talked about that in my last episode with Reese. We're here to have this union. This unity, community, unity. It's unity is in community. Oh, unity is in community. I'm putting that on a shirt.
English 101.
I'm putting that on a shirt. Okay, unity is in community. So, I think that we don't realize that I still have that nature to need that. So, like, I don't want it to be like, I'm not here to try to like fill that space with any void. Like
at all.
Like any void could just fill this space and make it okay.
Exactly.
Like,
that's not
the
it.
case.
That's not it.
I have a mind that is aware of what I want. My boundaries have probably more become realistic. Not ain't nobody living in La La Land no more.
Realistic.
Now when you got like a 5-year-old yelling at you about the fact that they don't eat something that they just ate last week. You know, like, you're like, you just ate that last week. I don't like it anymore. Oh, God. I don't have time to be like playing games with somebody's life or my own. So, you know, don't come at me like I'm desperate in need of something. And if I don't respond desperately, you're offended.
Right. Chill. Chill.
I'm
like,
only human.
Exactly. And just keeping it real, you know, and coming to us with that level of reality is crucial. Being honest, because that's what we need is honesty. You know, that also helps us if you're trying to build a relationship with us. If you aren't trying to build a relationship with us, also tell us that, okay? Don't play this game like you are and, you know, you all into us, whatever, and you just trying to, you know, can I say fuck?
Girl.
And you just trying to fuck, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's what we mean by be real, okay? Be real with yourself and be real with us, okay? Because that's what we need. Yeah. We're in reality.
Yeah. And it's just better to, like, nobody wants to waste their time. You shouldn't want to waste your time. You shouldn't want your time to be wasted. So if a woman comes at you with what she knows she wants, sometimes for myself, I can only speak for myself. If I know what I want, I'm not going to entertain things that I don't want. I'm not even going to, like, make that, like, when somebody comes at me, and I can contest to this, and if you've slid in my DM, you've probably got this straight pause. I am not for that right now, because that's not how you're going to, one, come at me, and two, but I don't even understand how you think that that's going to change my mind. Being rude to me ain't going to change my mind. Like, right. I was just trying to be nice to you. Well, were you? Because now you're being mean because right. I said no thank you.
Which means?
I just said no thank you.
Right.
No, thank you.
And that makes me feel like you weren't here for what you said you were here for.
Because you could not be able to receive me in the capacity of anything if you can't take a no.
Exactly. Jeez.
We're starting at square zero real fast.
Literally. Nothing.
And not saying that, like, a single mother has like no capacity for things to be different, or, you know, right. not what she's used to, or not what she thought she wanted, or
we
whatever.
Want to love.
We want to
like, to be honest, we want to love. That's what we want. We want to be loved also in the capacity that we love, because it's possible. We know it's possible because we do it.
We have children.
We have children. That's selfless love. Agape love.
Agape love.
Agape love. You know,
it's not just can be like God. Mean towards you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for you to still have
disrespectful, I mean, just completely off the wall things, and you could let it hurt you.
Oh God! One time, my daughter told me that she didn't know if I loved her. Like, she didn't feel like I loved her. It hurt my feelings so much, and she did it on purpose. She did it on purpose. Okay, kids can say the meanest thing.
The meanest.
And that's why it's like we have this open space of, like, unlimited forgiveness.
Yes.
Unlimited,
like, God, like, for real, like, just don't abuse it. You get what I'm saying? Like,
so when we are in the right space of, you know, we know that there's going to be something that we have to compromise. We have children. We compromise a lot of things. So give us the, like, range to know and space that to you and give that to you if we want to. It's our choice. We still have this choice.
Right, this choice that you can't take away just because you think we're needy.
Segue into our next point.
Right.
We're bigger than what we've been through. Like, we've learned to just be, you know, resilient through it all.
Yeah.
And it's a constant muscle we have to flex.
Yeah. All the time.
There are days when we want to run into our rooms, lock the door like a little two-year-old, shut the door, throw a little temper tantrum.
You're right. And sometimes,
and then on top of that, I'm single, so I have no outlet, okay, except wine, and, you know, that it tastes bitter after a while.
Like, and then you don't want your kids to see you as, like, an alcoholic. You know?
Mom's always with the bottle.
Like, they gonna grow, exactly. That's what they're gonna grow up singing. So, like, we
we're mindful of that.
Also mindful in our darkest moments.
Oh God, yes.
Okay, and that's that other reciprocation that we're asking.
So like, we need somebody that's gonna be bigger than like small stuff. So
yes,
like if you're petty,
trip off petty things,
our mindset just doesn't connect to that
at all.
If you want me to be mad because you ain't got time for me, I really hope that you would try to think that that's what you should be doing, because if you don't make time for me, eventually I'm gonna recognize that, and I'm not gonna make time to continue to flex myself into a position that doesn't fit me.
Exactly.
So
we're about reciprocation because we give a lot, and we have a lot to give.
But
and if you can't,
it's just we don't want. I think we just don't want to feel like we're emptying ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mutual energy exchange, across the board.
Because when we get it, when we get that, the woman that's gonna give you something you can feel, you know what I'm saying? So that's like, let's bring it back. So Frankie talks is about the love, right? So that's why the last point. So like, we're bringing it to the point of where it's like, we trying to give this love away. Look,
yes,
I feel like my guy in the, what's that song? You know how to go and get a bag, where he be like, sitting at home drinking wine and stuff. Like, that stuff is real, like, good pussy is sitting at home.
Drinking some wine.
Watching Lifetime movies, okay? A few BET movies sprinkled here and there. And she's trying to understand why somebody ain't marinating that every day. Like,
but for real though. And we love ourselves enough to not give that away to everybody.
Exactly. Now that's the kicker. Stop thinking that just because we out here not got nobody, meaning we just ready to give the first slice of penis a chance. Like, we're just like, oh, we see a penis, let's do that. Like, we are not eager beavers. In fact, we want a connection. We already had the babies.
We need a connection.
So
yes,
we want
a partner.
Yes, like I'm not trying to have sex with all this energy. Exchanging my energy, which is good energy, because I worked on it. I cover it. I pray about it. I yoga.
Yes.
I meditate, and I don't do none of it for the universe to give back to me, other than for me to give back to the universe, because I already know I'm gonna get back from the universe.
Exactly.
See, I know what the circle is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'm not even out here trying to fill no space anymore. I'm filled. What I'm trying to find is another filled space.
Yes.
That can be like, let's occupy this space together. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to occupy some space together. And I want to grow and build and establish, because I'm on a different level. If you're coming at me and you thinking that you fantasized about me enough that you gonna get some vagina from me, that you gonna pressure me enough to get some vagina, if your whole agenda is to get some vagina from me, to get some of my vagina, go that way.
Right.
Because I'm not interested.
I'm not the one. Listen, I know where that gets me. I got kids to prove it. Okay?
And I didn't make those frivolously. But I'm saying that that's a whole girl. This is going to be a series, okay?
Right. Single start there, okay?
Motherhood is going to be like a series. We're going to talk about the mindset of why dating has got us off. It's hard out for a pimp, okay? And then on top of that, other things need to be explored, especially that. Just many dynamics, period. But realistically, when it comes to this, like, I want to be with somebody. I'm ready to cook a meal. I cook every day. If I think about it, I don't cook every day because I'm busy. So sometimes I might need you to be okay with, like, us eating out, us picking up something, or you cooking it. Be cool with that, because I'm a cook when I'm supposed to cook.
We're busy women.
I'm a busy woman, but I'm gonna cook. I love to cook. I love taking care of my home. It's my home too. I was doing this stuff before you came along, so I'm not gonna just be like, oh, he here, I'm gonna not do it. I do it.
Like,
but I have abundance. Especially when I'm being fed abundantly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
we
not just with
D.
Okay, by the way.
Right.
We'll talk. That's a whole nother mindset. Once you get with a single mother, let's talk about that. That's a whole nother show.
Right.
But before you get with us,
let's talk about basic needs first.
Okay? You gotta crawl before you walk.
Right.
So I'm a single mother. I want more for myself. So I'm looking for more in my sexual life, in my friend that's gonna be my homie. I'm trying to blend with somebody fun.
And listen, this is a whole other topic.
Personality.
But just because we clean and we take care of our houses and we cook does not mean that we your mamas and we gonna clean up after you all the time.
I'm not a mama.
You need to know how to clean your own space also, to where we can keep our space clean. Yeah. Okay.
She's like, listen. She's like, I don't know where y'all come from thinking that just because I'm somebody's mama means that I'm your mama too.
I'm not.
That's not the case here.
I'm not. And so that needs to be understood. That's a whole other topic for another video. I just wanted to sidebar.
Well, there's a whole song I think about J-Lo called "I'm Not Your Mama." We're gonna do a show like that. That one's a good one. Okay. Yeah. There's whole dynamics to explore on that one because unpacking that one, that's a mess.
That's a whole.
But you're right. There are certain dynamics that you should also be aware of, and that is that I'm not respectfully your mama, and I'm not here to be your mother. Like, I want you to be a man. I actually need to follow some leader.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I've been the leader for a very long time.
For a very long time. You know, and that gets tiring. But at the same time, we don't give our leadership away to just anybody.
Oh, no.
You know? Oh, no. So we are very submissive with the right leader, right? But if we feel that you are not that right leader, we're not going to let you take that role.
Trust me, if you see more strong in me than you ever get to see weak in me, meaning you've seen me vulnerable, you've seen me soft, you've seen me receptive, you see me giving, you see me being generous. If you get to see those things, you're on the right track.
Right.
But if you don't, and I'm guarded or
aggressive a little bit.
Aggressive, defensive. Timid. Now those are things that can happen at the beginning of a stage, but if those things start to unfold, then you know you're on the right track. But if they continue, like, there's no changing that. At all. Her defenses don't go down. Her walls never come down. She's never open. She's never vulnerable.
She's not interested.
She's not interested.
Wrong thing.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. And pressuring her because she's single and you think she need a man because she got these kids to raise is like, or you think that she needs somebody to make her feel good. To say everybody ain't Halle Berry and Monsters Ball. Single motherhood ain't taking us out like that, and we got situations harder than that we're dealing with, and still it ain't taking us to a level of just wanting to feel so good we just do whatever.
Exactly.
We have a standard for ourselves. If we really are honest, we're just being real women.
Yes.
Just single mothers that end up in situations that now we are here with our children in this capacity.
Absolutely. And we're for very specific men. You know, we're not for everybody.
Listen, I'm here to have a conversation because I want you to understand.
We're not for everybody.
This is not a game. This is our lives.
It's very real.
Yeah.
It's very real out here for a pimp. You know? It's real in these trenches, okay?
We hit the hammer on the head, honey. The nail is like packed in.
We're definitely gonna unpack these topics too, because I mean that's crucial. You know, that reality that we live in has to be respected in order for there to be any relationship at all.
And I want to see more people like just start finding their tribe, you know, and if we're always like closing the door before the door opens for us, like basically having this brick wall up, and that's just where we're at. We're never going to say, you know what, I don't see this person as this box, because conformity is like literally like comfortability that just never get you anywhere.
Yeah.
No change, no progression, no expansion. Growth. Like you don't grow, you don't get nowhere, and that's where you're trying to go. And we as single mothers, women first, I want to grow. I don't want to stop growing because I had kids. That's just silly.
Or just be in the same place our whole lives. I mean, if I have to, I will, out of respect for myself. But, you know, if we do, you know, want to grow into having a relationship with somebody, you know,
and for the most part, if
I'm somebody's woman, a man and a woman.
Yeah, and if I'm turning you down, it's because I've either been there, done that, been there, done that. Don't really want to return back there, and I'm okay with not being there with that. That's not my thing anymore. I want something that's in my now elevated space to elevate me more.
Yes.
Because now I'm trying to learn from something.
Yes. Ooh,
like,
me.
Teach me how to love. I just want to show me the way to surrender my heart.
Yes.
Boy, I'm so lost. I'm just playing. But I'm
elevate together.
Right. I want to be soft with someone. Like that becomes like the dynamic when you become like you're always carrying all these things.
You have to be strong to hold all of
I'm
that
debunking
weight.
the word strong.
Right, girl, listen.
I'm not strong.
I've been called superwoman so many times in my life. It's been ridiculous.
I'm not your superwoman. I'm not strong. I'm powerful. I'm capable. I'm enough. But I'm not strong. In fact, I have moments where I really need somebody to help me be strong.
Absolutely.
And so I know that. So that's what I'm looking for. And I'm patiently going to get what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Patiently.
So that means I'm not going to let anything interfere with that. I can wait on what looks real to me. So that means if you come around and you're not what looks real to me and I don't explore that, then that's just where my exploration has ended. Respect that. Bring it full circle to the fact that I'm human. Let my mind be what it is and let me use it.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. Don't be bigger than what I'm going through.
Right.
Don't be that.
No.
Be your own man because I'm my own woman and that's why I'm where I'm at. That's why I'm enough. Okay?
Yeah.
And I want to give love, so receive and be open to receiving that and be open to giving me the place to be soft enough to give all that love to you.
Yes. Yes.
You see that full circle stuff?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's what we're trying to talk about. The mindset. Got to clear the air because we're tired of going through this freaking motion of another one. Like listen, and I don't feel like DJ Khaled.
No, listen. I'm DJ Khaled voice going with it.
I'm sad. Another one. Right.
Another one.
I'm just depressed. You know what I'm saying?
It's depressing.
I ain't got time for
It's depressing.
Yeah. And it gets to a point where you get tired of it. You're like,
you just don't want it no more.
I'll just wait until like the halo shines over the head.
He knocks on my door.
Right.
He tells
my slipper. And just give me my Cinderella moment. Just make me feel like I'm about to be in the position to be like chosen for the right reason because your heart has brought you to me, just like my heart has brought me to you. It's gonna be a choice for me, just like it's gonna be a choice for him. That's what I'm waiting on, like because the other stuff is just like. Y'all wasting your time.
Exactly. And we're worth it. We're worth it. And we know that. So
and this ain't even about what I bring to whatever, because that's individual. And I think that's asking for someone to give you something like what their value is, and God has determined that I'm valuable, so I'm not looking to find that. And that's what I think we're trying to say. Don't look at single women with children as if they need to find someone to make them valid.
Because we don't. God knows.
That's why when I make my choice, it's my choice.
Exactly.
Because I'm valid. I'm validated.
Yeah, exactly.
I have validity.
I'm very valid.
Look.
God has trusted me enough to hold children for him on this earth. Be their protector. You know, their guide. I am valid. Okay. So you need to be just as valid, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, no, facts, yeah. So that's what it is. It's just like, stop looking for ways to validate our value. We got that on lock. God validated me when he made me a vessel. And I'm grateful for that gift. And that's a powerful place for me. So I do take the rest of my life now very seriously, and I know who's looking at me. So the energy that I bring around them, I'm protective of that.
Absolutely.
And I think that has to be respected as well, because every guy thinks that just because he show you attention, you're supposed to be eager to jump on his tail. But I have these people that are watching me, and you may not be the energy that they need to see.
Exactly.
Period. And I make that choice because I'm the trusted one with them. And I hope that the other parent makes that choice when they're with them, because they're the trusted one with them.
Absolutely.
So that's what it is. We need more space to be understood for our own humanness.
Yes.
And our own space, like, as our own valid self.
Yes.
And be received as such.
Yes. Right? So we have words for today.
The words for today. Okay.
We have reciprocation.
Reciprocation.
All right. Understanding.
Understanding. What I need from you is It's very simple. How can we communicate? If you don't hear what I say,
listen to me. Listen to me.
Linda, listen to me.
Linda, listen.
And community, like we want to build our children. We want our children to still see the dynamic that we sought out for them to see from the very beginning, and that's family.
Yes.
And family can be cultivated in different ways, and we want a space where that's open. We want a space where that is knowledgeable, so I come with a family.
Yes.
Okay.
And unified.
And unified. So that's the unity. We want it to come together. We want it to be beautiful, harmonious, like a harmony.
Yes, we don't want to be fighting you all the time.
I don't have. First of all, if you want a woman to fight you, don't come to a single woman.
Please no.
With kids, because I don't even want to fight them about their room. Exactly. I don't want to fight them about their food. I'm not that type.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Y'all see why she my friend? We're friends. It's like it's like we're thinking on the same. The reason why this show came up before I even brought it to her attention.
Yes.
But we're both on the same page. Like, let's talk about the mindset. We knew instantly that we were just like, this is a place where we're butting heads with our counterparts.
Who we should be.
We're trying to not do that. So we're just like, we want better. We want better for all single mothers. We want to start talking about this so that other single mothers could be like, this is why I'm not meeting what I'm desiring, because there's something for everybody. So like, if the person doesn't flow with you, don't waste your energy even pressuring this other person, because you could find somebody who's gonna be like, I receive everything that you have and that you're bringing. And so find that person. Don't waste your time trying to make somebody want you. I wouldn't do that.
And take that time to be with yourself so that you know what you want and that you know what you need. It's okay to be by yourself for a minute. You can do it, I promise.
Single mothers need to hear this.
Exactly.
Like, you do not need a replacement for your child that doesn't care about your child or you, and they have to care about you. Like,
they have to. You deserve that happiness.
Very much. Okay? Because
let me tell you that.
One thing is for certain: if someone only cares about you but don't care about your children, there's going to be a missing dynamic. If they only care about you because you have children, meaning they only care about your children, then you're going to have a missing dynamic. You're going to be disrespected, or the children are going to be disrespected. You want someone who's going to respect you and respect your children
and what you've built with your children.
Facts.
And
you want that to be full circle space. You want an intimate partner. Yes, you want somebody that you can talk to, and you want somebody that's going to give you grown-up conversation, and you want somebody that you can have fluidity with. But don't just flow with anybody, because your children are literally the ones who are either going to lose or you're going to lose. And that person isn't going to win either.
Raise yourself to that standard. Okay,
Yeah,
raise yourself to that standard, because
I'm tired of seeing y'all settle for everything.
Exactly, and we need to set a better standard as women for these men. Okay, that's just what it comes down to.
That's a whole nother. See, look, this show is going to come and go and come and go. Because we're gonna talk about it every week. I got more things to talk about as well, but this is definitely so many levels. I see a lot of women out here doing oppositional of what we're talking about and how we stand for our boundaries and ourself and our standard of life. Can very much be differentiated from theirs. And it hurts to see a woman, like you said, just receive anything for the sake of having something to hold on to. Have some true love in yourself, because that'll change everything. Yeah.
It could change this world.
The reason why I make my choice is because I love myself.
Absolutely.
I don't make my choice because I feel all these affirmations coming out of my mouth have made me valid. I love myself. That's my validity.
Deeply.
Yeah, and God loves me. And that's my check. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my blue check mark already. I don't have to be validated by Twitter or Instagram or anybody else. Nobody. I'm valid by God, because I was given, every day I'm waking up in the morning, I'm given another opportunity to be more valid than I was the day before. So that's why
I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
doing something right.
I'm a good person.
I'm a good person.
I'm good people. Okay. God has given to me good person. Okay. And so I'm like, that's where my check is. And so outside of me, everything else is residual. It's a blessing, or it's a lesson. I didn't need that. Not, that wasn't for me. Yeah, that too. But I didn't need that, because if I needed it, it would have been here.
Exactly.
I respect that. So that's why I don't pressure people, and I don't want no pressure. Okay. Only the pressure I apply is with these clothes. You feel me? Okay. I don't brag enough. Look, I have to come there.
Yeah.
It's with this fashion, sis. That's what I come with, okay? This is how I come with mine.
Exactly. And you can be a woman with pressure, okay?
So that's where it's at for me, and that's where I think for a lot of women, it's about what they're trying to do, not what they ain't trying to deal with that other stuff, that drama. Save that stuff. Save that for your mama.
For real.
Because I'm going to send you right back to her. Yeah. You come at me with that.
Right back to her.
Somebody didn't raise you right.
And you need to go back there.
Not my fault, bro. Not my fault. Okay, let me go refer you back to 101. Your mama. Okay? Because you can't go back to school. All right. That's it for today's show. We talked about some very interesting things. I hope you guys got it, the dynamic of it all. Reciprocation, understanding, community, unity, bring it back to the love. It's always about just the fact that we want to be loved, we want to receive, and we want to give love. We want to be accountable for the love that we give and intentional about the love we receive.
And we really hope that this, heals a lot of people and
starts the conversation.
Yeah, starts the conversation, starts debunking the stigma behind single parenthood, because it should be something that, everybody can love and respect. And
to make a note that if this mindset is alternative to like what you actually are accepting or receiving, and it makes you question if that's good for you, that's good too. Like, maybe you are in the space where these things that we said don't work for us. You're like, damn, I've accepted that a lot, and it hasn't served a purpose in me. Maybe it's time for us to start being like, what do I do that enables this in my life? Right. Because the reason why I'm at a place to know where I don't want is because I actually experienced what I don't want. Okay, I'm not an unscathed expert here. Okay, I'm an experienced expert. I have been there, made the decisions, probably did not serve well.
Got the t-shirt to prove
Some of them was told to me not to make, and still made those decisions. Served the purpose that understood it to not be for me. Made it worse in some cases.
Got a t-shirt from that
I've learned a lot.
Right.
And now I'm here talking about why I won't go there anymore.
Rising above those
expanding, growing. The same thing I want for myself in my relationships and in love and in life, because God gave me this heart and He's love.
Goals.
So I just want to be expansive in that.
He fills my heart so much. Like it's so beautiful. Like I wish I could share it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Especially my partner.
Girl, ooh, you gave me goosey pimples. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining. It's all about the love. Join me again in a couple of weeks with someone else. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Love yourselves first. Love God. Love each other. Peace out. And thank you. Oh, and wait. Time out. Rewind. Tell them where to follow you.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, guys. Please follow me at Laina Love, LAINALOVEXO, across all platforms. Instagram. I'm also on what's that new one these kids are on these days? TikTok. I'm also on TikTok. That's Feel Good Fitness. That's my fitness channel right now. Working on expanding that too. So, yes.
Okay. You got the information. Follow my girl. Follow her journey. As you said, we'll be rebranding her and pushing her out there in this different type of way, because she's such an amazing, wonderful woman. And once again, thank y'all for coming and sitting down with us and having this conversation. Lots of love. Lots of good space. Peace.